Hello and welcome to my classic plans, or welcome back. I appreciate you being here. So in the last episode, we did my March to do page and my March currently page, and I want to carry the theme over to the March monthly. I'm coming in with, let's just put that on the side. I'm coming in with some stickers that I want to use up. So Live, Love, Posh, Functionally Chic Green Blooms. I thought those matched pretty well with, this is what's left of a sheet from, sorry, these are some scraps to boot. This is a sheet from Amber Plans Her Day Fan Favorites, which again is another older book, but I thought that the clovers matched the other florals, so I want to use those up. And then the other thing that I found, this book also has some boxes and things like that, so that's really helpful. And then the other thing I've done is I've gone in and pulled stickers of holidays, and I did print out names, and I put them on some stickers that I got off of Etsy. I have some, besides the holidays, I have some moon phases. We have a lunar eclipse coming up, so I thought that would be fun to note. From Happy Planner, there were the Stick Babe books years ago, which I love to pieces, but they're history. So I did find one with what looks like a clover, so I'm going to use her to denote St. Patrick's Day. So let's get started. I do want to start with the florals. There are some pieces here. I feel I don't use this calendar, so I'm going to just cover that up with some floral goodness. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end up having a bump in my planner because I cover this up every month. And I'm going to get the wave. If you know, you know. Now, I can't cover this date. So in a plum paper planner, which is what this is, the black numbers are the dates of the month. The gray numbers are from the previous or future. So it looks like in March 2026, woo, we got what? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got a lot of weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some. Yeah, six down. So that's, I hate that. Truth be told, I hate that. So I'm going to have to be creative in how I use this. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it is big and it's going to block my box, which I wouldn't mind, but it's so far in advance that I don't know what's coming up. So I might have to yeah, this is what I might have to do. Let's cover this up. It's going to have to happen that way because it's a beautiful sticker, and why not use it? I mean, I know it's March. Well, I guess I could do it over there. Let's do it over here. Save myself the headache from having to find another March sticker. No, that's not what I said. I just said save myself from doing a March sticker. Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. And then I don't have to, I mean, I know what those days of the week are. And I sure as heck know when it's Friday. That's for sure. I love me my weekends. Okay, so we're off to an odd start. Well, and did just white all this out. So I am going to put something there. go down straight, please? Okay, and I don't, no lumps and bumps. Okay, so I'll get some scraps out of this that we can use. Come on. Okay, that's one. Oh, these are getting a little fussy on me. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? What? Okay. Let's see. Get back. Okay. All right, well, we have a few rando scraps that I can use somewhere. No, let's not clog that up. Let's see if I can just have them. Oh, I can do this since I don't need Monday because it's from the previous month. Wow, that went lumpy, bumpy. Okay. All right, and now I have these smaller things. So why don't I put one over here? And this thing, I can just put over here. I mean, I know it's not much, but it just adds a little pop in the corner. Okay, so before we continue on, let's punch this now. If you haven't seen one of these, it's fantastic. It's from We Are Memory Keepers, and it's called a crop-o-dial. So you just line up the hole in that little template right there and punch. And with clear stickers, it gets fussier, and then lock it. And then in here is normally the garbage, but it's a sticker, so it's probably stuck in there. I'll clean it later. Okay, so there's that. And let's just start getting down some of our function, and then I can do some sticker surgery on that and figure it out. Oh, we wanted to put some clovers in. I guess I should do that. Let's get this one, a nice 4-leaf clover coming in over. Oh, I should have had it going the other direction. Okay, come on. Not that it matters, but let's just get it in there. And then maybe this one. We'll get a nice 4-leaf clover on every page. How about that? Okay, let's trim. Yeah, I like prepping ahead of the year for what I can prep, because I don't want the pressure of having to do this like in a week where it might be busy, and then I'm like annoyed. So, and I use my planner, so it's not like I cannot have it done. I'll just end up having to start writing in it and doing things that I don't want to do before it's time. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on this side. And let's start doing our function. So on the first, let's do these green boxes because they match the best. This mid-colored green, Kelly green, perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So first of the month is my work anniversary. Now, I don't put everything in boxes, but you know, the things I care about. Actually, I don't even know. That's not going to fit the way I did it. So this just might have to go in by itself. But I do want to get rid of some of this offset so that it fits in the box. And let's make it flat. When I first started using my silhouette, I made this on my silhouette. When I first started doing it, I thought everything had to be cut out around, but now I realize having a flat sticker, like a squared off sticker, is so much easier to work with. So let's put this on the first. Okay, and then let's see, nothing on the second. Ooh, the third is a big day. The third has, I might need a bigger box for this. So the third is a lunar eclipse. It's a full moon. Oh, that's it. Okay, so yeah, but we do need a bigger box for these. So let's find one. Those are really big. Yeah, I like this size. Clearly, I keep using them up. Okay, so that is the third. I might have to trim the sides of that. Hey, get over there. Nope. Sometimes I feel like it's better if you line it up on the bottom versus the sides. Okay, now this, oh, maybe I can get away with it. It's a full moon. And a lunar eclipse. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, and then on the 4th is my nephew's birthday. So we're just gonna put this sticker in, and I'm not gonna put it in yet, you know, in a green box, because that's good enough. And then the next thing we have is on the 8th, it's International Women's Day and Daylight Savings begins. That's a big one. Not so much, I mean, International Women's Day is definitely a big one, but Daylight Savings is, I don't want to forget that, because, you know. So I'm going to put in one box here. Whoops. One box here for Spring Forward. I used to have alarm clock stickers. That was fun. And then the other was International Women's Day. So what I'll do there is I will just put this on top. Okay. I just realized, so the reason I like to justify my copy in my boxes, most of the time, of course there are no rules, I put it towards the bottom, is because later on when I get my pay schedule from the office, I will put those in, and I have these little corner flags, so I like to use that at the top. Anyway, so that's that. Then we have, on the 9th is National Napping Day. I don't have a sticker for that, but I will denote it in my weekly spread. So we're going to skip that one. St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. I don't really do much for that holiday, but it gives you a good excuse to use green in your in your planner. So I'm going to take this, and that's the 17th. Okay, and we're going to put this in here, and I'm going to justify it to the right because I'm going to put the cute little stick babe here. Cute. Oh my God, I'm doing it again. She's pretty. She's adorable. I have to stop saying that word, cute. She's sweet. Okay, we have a new moon on the 18th. So I need a skinny box for that. And okay, so new moon. I think this one has to get trimmed. Let me, whoop. I'm doing these videos back to back between the to-do pages and the currently and the monthly layout, because I have all the stickers out and everything all at once, but I do break them up into 2 videos because they would be really, really long. And I don't want to do that to anyone because everybody's got a life, right? Yeah. Anyway, if you do like my content and are inspired, I hope that you will consider subscribing, and I would love it if you could like the video if you do enjoy it. And yeah, I am trying to grow my channel, so I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so we have a new moon on the 18th. On the 19th, Ramadan ends. I don't celebrate Ramadan, but I'm going to keep it here because if I have to plan an event or do something with work, I like to know these things because it impacts attendance. So, if I don't personally celebrate it. And then we have the 20th is big one. We have, it's spring, International Day of Happiness, and Mercury goes direct. We got a lot, so I'm gonna find a bigger box, bigger than that. I don't know if there are squares in here, but let's hope. Oh, okay, well, no. So I guess I'm using one of these. I do love those square boxes. Well, we're just gonna have to make it all fit somehow. Oh, line it up at the bottom, that's better. Okay, so again, we have spring. We have spring and Mercury goes direct. Yowzers. Spring, spring. And it's the International Day of Happiness. I mean, come on. All right, we're gonna make this all fit. By hook or by crook. I mean, I don't really celebrate this, so I'm just gonna put this, well, I'm gonna put it here in case it is a payday. I do get paid on Fridays, so it would probably end up going there. I'm gonna put this one towards the bottom, but I do wanna trim it because I don't need all this white stuff, and it will just make it even lumpier and bumpier. I'm going to put Mercury direct at the bottom. And Ostara is the spring equinox, which is basically the same as spring begins. I'm going to put this one towards the top. And spring begins here. Okay, now with Mercury going direct. That's going to be tricky. So I wanted to denote, I was going to do that with washi. Let's just finish these and then I can move on. Okay, so my niece's birthday is the 21st. And my nephew's birthday is the 28th. And I think we might have a blue moon here. Is that even possible? Is there a blue moon on this day? Oh my gosh, well, I will have to check that out. Hold, please. Okay, so there is not a blue moon on the 31st. That's on May 31st is the blue moon. So we have all the important things down that I know of so far. So let us, what I wanted to do with the Mercury direct, so for those of you who don't know, when Mercury goes retrograde, the theory is that all communications, electronics, and things like that go a little crazy, go a little fluttery. So it's a time when you shouldn't do any important things like sign contracts, you know, basically anything involving communications or electronics. So yeah, I do my best to heed that advice because who needs to look for trouble? So Mercury goes direct. It started going retrograde in February. It's going direct as of the 20th again. So that's the good news. So what I like to do somewhere in here is just to denote that. So we're going to do that. You know, I keep pulling this thing out to cut my washi. I have washi cutters. I just use whatever I grab. So I'm going to just try and keep it consistent and go with the lower quarter here. And run the washi across. Now, let's just not get crazy. This is just for reference purposes. We're not gonna win any contest or, you know, get people wanting their money back. This is just for me. Yeah, so Mercury goes retrograde for a long time here. It's really scary. No. It's not. It's you know, things gonna go wrong on any day, right? It's just a matter of, you know, do you really want to sign a contract when someone suggests not to? Not really. Not that I sign many contracts, but I do some contract stuff at work. I mean, sometimes you can't avoid it, in which case just ask a lot of people to proofread it for you. Okay, come on. We're almost there. Thank you for hanging with me. I so appreciate it. Oh, that one just took a little nosedive there. Little bit of a nosedive. So let's try and straighten it out a little. Okay, better. I'm not going to be that fussy. This is just for directional purposes in my life. Again, it's not for anybody else. Almost there, almost there. Almost there. Okay, so I know it seems random, but at the same time, I know what it means, and that's all that matters. So I think we have some headers. Let's try looking at the boxes the right way. There are some headers. So I was thinking of maybe doing something up here. Priorities. Priorities, goals. Goals, priorities. Don't know what I'm going to do there yet, but let's just put this up here. No, let's do it above that line. Oy, so sorry if this is taking so long. Okay, good enough. Priorities will go down there. All right, let's just fill her up with some stickers. Let's have some fun. I know I can already cut this up. Ooh, I thought the middle came out and then it didn't. I don't think it matters which way it goes, but oh, that looks terrible. How about we just do that? Oh, it's so weird. It's not what I was expecting to do at all. But you know what? I'm gonna just do that, and then I mean, I have another one. I don't know. Let's just cut it up. Oh, I know what I can do. We're gonna do one over here. Oh, get over there. We're gonna do, oh. It just jumbled up on me. Go. It's not easy putting down a semicircle. Okay, so we have that one there, and maybe I'll just do one over here. Oh. Okay, so let's do all the trimmings. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Let's trim, trim. And we got some trimming over here. Trim, 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 triminy. Ugh. Who knew sticker schnipples could be so annoying. Okay, so we got to punch those out, and then we can just drop in some more clovers. So crocodile, let's do it. Crocodile, punch, good enough. This side, we got that one, so we just need this side. Punch, and oh, it's stuck a little. Oop, there it goes. Flying across the room. Okay. Clovers, home stretch. I may put a quote in here. I just have to find another one, so I'm not gonna stress about that. When I'm done with my whole setup, I might do a whole flip through of what I have so going on, and you know, anything that I might have added. Let's throw some of these in. I might have to just, whoops, flatten this thing out a little. And then this little piece I can just put right there. Come on, I want to get this done. Get this little, just the smallest piece off of there so it sits flat. And then this I can put over here. And then let's do one more over there. Let's do a darker color. Okay. All right, now we just have this. And anything else? Anything else? Yeah, I feel like we can put something else in there. So why don't I chop that and put something here? Because again, this is from the previous month. So now let's do it over here. And I'll find a quote. Oh, see, they get gummy and it takes the paper with it. Come on. That's why, as much as I didn't mind being a sticker hoarder, I learned the hard way that they're just going to be, it's just going to be a mess. And you won't be able to really enjoy them as much. Okay, so this one I can put here. Whoa. All right, and now, I mean, it's simple, it's cute, and I think it keeps the flow of, this. And I can still, write things in. I have a few more stickers left. And the only thing is I'll in my time between now and March 2026, I think I'll look for a quote that just feels right. Anyway, thank you for joining, and I appreciate you being here. Until next time, bye.